Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Took a break from YouTube. To make a long story short, I do have a love-hate relationship with YouTube, and I'll save you guys a sob story. But just to summarize, why I have a love-hate relationship with YouTube is mainly because I enjoy the type of content that I bring. However, that's not necessarily the type of content that YouTube likes to promote, and also people like to watch. So it takes a dedicated car enthusiast to watch the type of stuff that I do. And it takes me a lot of time to make these videos. Basically, it's the amount of work to reward type thing. I don't do this for a living. This is something I do on the side. And to give you an example, the video I did for the headliner, where I basically showed you guys step by step how to black out your headliner. That video took so long for me to go ahead and edit, film, and do everything that it didn't get the results that I thought it would. Therefore, it's just, it was too much work. And sometimes that kind of discourages you whenever you do think you're gonna reach a certain milestone and you don't. So that's basically the reason why I took a break. Now, for today's video, got new wheels for the Evo. I got the garage door closed. There's a lot of racket going on outside. Got a bunch of generators. We just got hit with some storms and tornadoes, and some people don't have power, so you're gonna hear a bunch of generators. I'll open it up when I unveil the new wheels. But as far as what's currently on the Evo, now the Evo already has really nice wheels. These are actually what I consider my dream wheels. I've always wanted a set of these, and these are Volk CE28 SL. SL is for super lap. Basically what it means is it's the most track ready type of C28. You can't do center caps unless you do some crazy conversion, basically to get center caps to fit on there. These are 18 by 9.5 plus 22 in the pressed graphite finish. And I love these wheels, man. These are my dream wheels for sure. And these are forged wheels. One of the few wheels that actually have single piece wheel that has a lip on it, and overall it just covers everything you would want. Well, what I would want out of a wheel. You get concave, not too much, just enough, and then you also get the lip. And then I do like single straight spokes. That is my style of wheel. Now you may be wondering why I'm getting rid of these wheels. I am not sick of them. I want something different. And I want the ability to switch back and forth. So I'm actually gonna hold on to these. However, when you've had a car as long as I've had this car going on 16 years actually this year, you wanna switch things up. It keeps it kind of spicy to where you don't get sick of the car. So every so often, I wanna switch up. And 3 years is about really the max that I typically take before I get new wheels. So I do plan on keeping these, and I'm just gonna swap back and forth. Now, as far as how I landed on this as my decision, I'll keep it short, but basically I really like these wheels. I really love these wheels, but I also really like the ZE40s from Volk. And I tried really hard to get a set of those. However, some things got in my way. First and foremost, for whatever reason, Volk Racing has actually discontinued the ZE40 in anything bigger than an 8.5 wide. So I don't know why they did that. So that was a big bummer. Additionally to that, the finish that these are in is a plus 22, and that seems to be the perfect offset for these cars. Not only do they clear the brakes, because these cars have relatively bigger brakes. However, they kind of poke out a little bit compared to most Brembos. So it's really hard finding a wheel that fits and clears the brakes. Plus 22 seems to be the perfect spec for most wheels. However, for the ZE40, for whatever reason, it does not clear the calipers. So you would have to use a spacer for that. I tried to see if Volk maybe made a plus 28 option or something in between the 22 and the next one, and they don't. So it goes from 22, and then they have plus 38, and plus 38 is just not aggressive enough for me. So that was kind of a deal breaker for me. I went back and forth with the Z40s, but I just don't want to use spacers. So needless to say, finding a new wheel was kind of a headache, especially for somebody like me. I know exactly what I like, so I'm very picky when it comes to those types of things. And I went back and forth with a lot of wheels. I talked to a lot of people. I changed my mind quite a bit. I was pretty much dead set on a couple sets of wheels. However, that just didn't go through. I really liked the Wet Sports TC105 X's, I believe they are. That's the ones that they make now. They used to make a OG one that came in multiple colors. But for whatever reason, the new ones, the X's, they only come in this very dark gray color. And it looks like black, and I'm not doing black wheels. I don't like black wheels. So that was one of them. SSR makes a straight spoke design. I forgot the name of it, but what deterred me from that is the weight of the wheels. I'm not gonna go from these wheels. These are like 17 pounds each to a 23-pound wheel. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I was going back and forth, and I actually said, screw it. You know what? Maybe I'll just get another set of C28s in the bronze. The bronze would be the C28Ns. However, not only would I have to wait almost a year to get a set, because that's how in demand these wheels are, do I really want to spend $4,000 on a set of wheels when I already have literally the same exact wheel? So I kid you not, I was almost set on buying the C28s, and I was talking to one of the homies, and he actually shot me that same day, the same day I was talking about the bronze C28s, he shot me a message that Ray's had just released a brand new wheel, and that is what I have here. So with these wheels, like I stated before, this is a brand new design from Ray's, and I have yet to see any customer with actual set of these on their car. I've seen some promos and I've seen some stuff at SEMA, but never an actual customer, especially in this color. Myself and the homie, he drives a really nice black Subaru, old school STI. I think it's actually the same year as the Evo 2006, and he's in the process of actually rebuilding an Evo 8, a red Evo 8. He's doing everything in his driveway from scratch, but he ordered his a couple days before I did, and I ended up kind of going back and forth for that week, and then I said, screw it, let me try it. So I ordered a couple days. To make a long story short, these were slated to get here 2 months. We're in April right now. I was supposed to get these in June. They ended up showing up early, so I'm really happy about that. But he got his a couple days before I did, and him and I are the only ones that I know of with these wheels, especially in this color. So that's enough talking. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the garage, let you guys see them in the sun. All right, guys, here they are. These are the Graham Light 57NR from Ray's. Brand new wheel, 2024 model. Loving these things. I got them propped up towards the sun so you guys get to see the color, just because they look way different. Out of the sun, look a lot darker. I really dig this color. Love bronze, very JDM type of color. I'll go ahead and remove them out of the box so you guys get to see all the features. All right, I don't know if it's noticeable on camera, but notice me tilting them forward. They look a lot darker now. Not sure if that's picking that up, but that's what I was referring to earlier when I say these look a little bit different outside the sun. And so this wheel, to me at least, in my opinion, this is a perfect blend of a CE28 and a ZE40 put in one. Honestly, to me, it has literally all the features, because it has the straight spoke, and the spokes almost come to the lip of the wheel. That's more ZE40 like, but then they also curve in right here and they attach to the inner lip. This makes them more like a C28. But overall, really digging this wheel. This is an 18 by 9.5 plus 22. The Magic offset, wanted to go ahead and kind of keep it the same, just because I knew that the concave of the wheels would be there. And as you can tell, actually, I think these are more concave than the Z28s over there. But I'll go ahead and put them side by side later on so you guys get to see them. But for now, all the features. I really dig this Ray's logo right here. It should look really nice once it has the tires on there. Made in Japan. And then Graham Lights right over here. That's the only branding on these wheels, and I kind of like it. I feel like at times with these JDM wheels, they do a little bit too much. Even with these C28s, they got a little too much going on with the stickers, and then pretty much every spot has something on it. And I kind of like the clean look. Not to mention putting those stickers on was a pain in the ass, so I'm happy I don't have to do that. As far as in here, I'm not too sure how I feel about this just yet. You can put a center cap on here, but I'm waiting to see what they look like first. But yeah, pretty simple wheel, nothing too crazy. These are not forged. These are what I believe are flow formed. All right, guys, here they are side by side. Biggest takeaways from this is the spokes are a little bit thicker on the new 57NRs. And then additionally to that, the CE28s have this little star, little notch right here that they cut out, which I really dig, but these don't have them. But overall, they're very, very similar wheels. Like I stated before, I do have a style in wheels. I just mainly wanted to get a set of bronze wheels like these, and that's the reason why I'm switching it up. Concave is there. Should look really good. Only thing I'm a little concerned about is just the clearance with the brakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and jack the car up and kind of mock fit these. All right, guys, here they are, and thankfully they clear by a landslide, so no issues at all. If anything, I'd say they clear better than the CEs. These things are badass, man. So because the spokes kind of come a little bit further up, these have a way more aggressive design, whereas the CEs kind of have more of a classy look, in my opinion. So because these spokes essentially come all the way out and then back in, it makes the spokes look like stick out more, and I like it. I think these actually look more aggressive. And this is a square setup, so it'd be the same thing up front. But I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, where these are a little bit more mild, and then those things kind of just poke out quite a bit. One last look, directly looking on before I take them off and weigh them. Overall, very happy with the purchase. Just hope the weight is not too crazy difference, because these are not forged and the CE28s are. So hopefully it's just a couple pounds and nothing too crazy. All right, guys, last thing we got to do is weigh them. This is the same exact scale that I used for the CE28s when I first bought them, and those came out to 17.6 pounds. So I'm gonna weigh myself, and I come in at 178 exactly. And now with the wheel, .6. All right, so these things weigh 23.6 pounds. That's exactly 6 pounds heavier than the CE28s. So that just kind of goes to show you that if you're really worried about performance and stuff like that and weight, forged wheels is the way to go. I'm a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. I expected probably around 21 pounds or so. So these things are heavier than I anticipated. But it is what it is. I already have them. And like I told you guys, I'm not getting rid of the CE28s. So this actually makes me want to officially get tires specifically for this, so that way I can swap back and forth if I were ever to want to do something with the car where weight absolutely mattered. Not to mention I already have a set of the stock Evo 9 wheels with some drag radials on them. So that's what I use at the track and stuff. So yeah, like I said, a little disappointed, but it kind of is what it is. I already have them, and those specs weren't out whenever I ordered them. So it probably would have changed my opinion just a little bit. But overall, they look badass. I don't have to use spacers or anything like that. And maybe I can find some tires that are a little bit lighter than the typical. So once I get those mounted on there, I'll go ahead and weigh both so you guys get the comparison. That's going to cover it for this one. I appreciate you guys joining me. You're not going to want to miss the next one, obviously, because we're going to be one of the first ones with this wheel on a car, and definitely on an Evo. So stay tuned for more. I'm very excited to see what the future has for this and how they will look. So I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, and I'm out. Peace.